Good evening. I said something in a video the other day about Do Not Waver and how it interacts with manifestations, and people have been kind of going back and forth on this, and I feel like I want to make just a quick video to clear up any confusion. But first, I of course want to thank all my patrons: Mason Knox, new Megaboss patron, welcome, thanks Waever for the art. Hey, Waever, I've been trying to message you. Why haven't you been returning my calls? And Baron of Dice, check out their dice. Use code MDG to get 5% off your order. I don't get anything from this. I don't get no money from this. This is just 5% off your order because they have good dice. So check them out. Okay, so the question about this this issue, or this question that we were having, is about the battle tactic Do Not Waver. Do Not Waver is the battle tactic that says that you have to have 2 units fight and no units die. And then people were going back and forth in Discord, in the comment section, and other places, and saying that, oh, it doesn't matter, you can't get Do Not Waver off of manifestations. And I really need to clear this up because, like I said, people are confused a little bit, and that's not good. I want all of my fellow greenskins out there to have all the knowledge that they need so that we can, you know, trample all the non-greenskins underfoot and so on. So here's how this battle tactic works. 2 friendly units have to fight, and no friendly units have to die. They can fight manifestations. If you throw, let's say that you throw the Marsh and the Feet of Gork at your opponent, the Feet of Gork. It's funny how it's called Foot of Gork, okay? But if you throw them at your opponent, and your opponent piles into them, because neither one of these have a move characteristic, which means your opponent can just walk up to them in combat. If your opponent does that, and they fight these manifestations, and none of their units die, that counts. The reason that people were getting confused is because manifestations don't count for battle tactics. So, for example, you can't seize the center, you can't take the flanks or take their land, you can't fight with one of a friendly manifestation and have it count for Do Not Waver. But nowhere in the battle tactic does it say that you can't fight an opponent's manifestation. You just have to have 2 friendly units fight and no friendly units die. So if you throw manifestations out at your opponent like this and they fight them, you are going to feed Do Not Waver, which is a big drawback for something like the Marsh Pit, which you're sort of essentially throwing at your opponent as a way of slowing them down. Okay, now, here's another interesting thing about Do Not Waver that people were talking about that I always knew was true, but I feel is a very more advanced tip. So let's say, for example, that you have 2 units of brutes like this. If you have 2 units of brutes that are coming in and you're trying to do Not Waver, but there's only one manifestation, or sorry, there's only one enemy unit that you can really get to with both of those units of brutes, you can and you're afraid that the brutes are just going to slay the manifestation on the first activation, no problem. Don't forget, there's a rule in Age of Sigmar that says that a unit is eligible to fight if it is within 3 inches of an enemy unit, or if it made a charge move that turn. So if I charge with this unit of brutes, and I also charge with this unit of brutes, and both units of brutes get within range, but then the first unit of brutes that I activate actually just kills this, well, that's one unit that fought, but this unit is still eligible to fight. They can still pile in 3 inches, even if they have nothing to fight. They get to pile in 3 inches in any direction. I feel like that's a rule that people often forget. You're eligible to fight if you made a charge move. So you can charge 2 things into the same unit, kill it with the first, and then still fight. You can't see my air quotes here, but still fight with the second unit. Every unit that charges gets to make a pile-in move. I'll say that again. Every unit that charges gets to make a pile-in move. That is an advanced sort of tactic, and I recommend that you familiarize yourself with where those rules actually are in the rule book, because someone is going to call you on that. Be like, oh, they can't fight. There's something within 3, and you can say, well, actually, Moss Dog told me. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 95% sure that that's exactly how it works. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below, because as I've always said, the primary reason that I started this channel was to learn myself. So like, subscribe, wow.